I love a dinner that I can throw in the crock pot in the morning, and it's all ready to eat when I get home from work. This slow cooker Swiss steak recipe is very easy and very good. I have about 2 pounds of top round steak that I'm roughly cutting into serving pieces. The steak pieces are about a ½ inch thick. You can use cube or sirloin steak for this recipe. If using sirloin steak, you may want to tenderize and pound out to about 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch thickness. By the way, you can find this recipe, the list of ingredients, and much more in the Show More section below. If you have a chance, please check it out. Next, I'm dredging the steak in flour that I simply seasoned with a little salt and black pepper. I'm poking the steak with my fork to help tenderize. If you're using cube steak, you can skip this step. To gain more flavor in the Swiss steak, you can fry the steak pieces in a little oil. Just fry for a minute or two on each side, and you don't want to cook it all the way through. You just want to get a nice crust on each side of the steak, and this is going to add lots of flavor. But today I'm in a hurry and skipping this step. This is all about an easy one-pot dinner. For the sauce, I have a can of diced tomatoes, and I'm adding some spices. The seasonings are very simple: a little salt, black pepper, thyme, some minced garlic, and Worcestershire sauce, giving that a good mix. Now let's put this all together. In the crock pot, I'm adding some diced onions, bell peppers, celery, and carrots, and giving them a good toss. You can use whatever vegetables that you like. I'm adding the steak pieces on top of the vegetables and just fit them in there the best that you can. Now I'm pouring the tomatoes on top of everything, and that's it. Putting the lid on and cooking on high for 4 hours or on low setting for 7 to 8 hours. It's been 4 hours and the house smells really good. This is what the Swiss steak looks like. I want my sauce to be a little thicker, gravy-like, so I'm adding a slurry of cornstarch and water. Pouring in the slurry, giving it a light stir to get mixed in, placing the lid back on, and cooking on high for another 20 minutes. This Swiss steak dinner is done and we are ready to eat. Serving tonight with some scalloped potatoes. You can serve with rice, pasta, or noodles. This Swiss steak slow cooker recipe is so good. All the flavors are there. Love all the veggies, and the steak is fork tender. It's so easy to throw everything in the slow cooker, and peace of mind knowing the dinner will be ready when I get home from work. I hope you give this easy Swiss steak slow cooker recipe a try, and enjoy. I've tried many different cuts of meat for beef stew, and the best I think is chuck roast. It has the right proportion of meat and fat. This is a 3½ pound chuck roast. I'm using about 2½ pounds of this roast and cutting it into rather large 1½ cubes. You don't have to be exact, but similar in size. I'm using this McCormicks total seasoning for beef to season the beef cubes. You can simply season with a little salt and black pepper, but I'm trying to use the oddball spices I have in my cupboard. Sprinkling a good dose of the seasoning over the beef and tossing well. This is about a ½ cup of flour, and I'm just tossing the beef until all surfaces are covered. Setting the beef to the side and letting it rest for 15 minutes. I have my pan on medium-high heat, and I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of oil to coat the bottom. Placing in my beef cubes and making sure not to overcrowd the pan. For the amount of beef I have, I ended up with 3 batches. You want to get a nice golden sear on at least 2 sides of the beef, and this will take about 2 minutes on each side. When done, remove from the pan and set to the side. Now let's get everything in the crock pot. You are going to need a large slow cooker, and I believe this is a 7 or 8 quart, or you can cut the recipe in half and use a smaller cooker. I have 1 small can of tomato paste, 2 cups of beef broth, 3 cloves of minced garlic, and this is a flour I had left over from coating the beef. There's about 2 tablespoons here, and I'm just tossing that in, and this will help thicken the sauce, giving that a good mix. For the spices, I have 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a half a teaspoon each of thyme and rosemary, and 2 bay leaves, giving that a stir. All the beef and juices go into the slow cooker, giving that a light stir to submerge the beef. Now all the veggies. I have 1 package of mushrooms that I cleaned and quartered, 1 medium diced onion, 3 stalks of celery, and 2 large carrots. You can see I kept all the vegetables bite-sized and rustic, giving that a good toss to mix the vegetables. And finally, I have 3 large russet potatoes that I peeled and diced into large pieces, just placing them right on the top. Covering and cooking on high for 4 hours, and if you're using the low setting, it will be 8 hours. Give the beef stew a good stir about halfway through. The beef stew is done, and when you're stirring, remember to fish out the bay leaves. As you can see, the sauce is nice and thick, and believe me, it is rich in flavor. The beef is almost falling apart, it is so tender. I really enjoy the large cut vegetables because they are a burst of their individual flavors with each bite. I kept the beef and potatoes large enough so some you will have to cut in half to eat. I think this kind of adds to the rustic appeal and heartiness of the beef stew. While the beef stew is still hot, you can add a cup of frozen peas and give it a stir. The heat of the stew will heat the peas through, and that's all you need. This has to be one of my top 3 favorite slow cooker meals. There is nothing like a good hearty beef stew to soothe the soul. Serve with a side salad and a piece of bread, and you have a comfort meal beyond words. I hope you give this best slow cooker beef stew a try and enjoy. If you like this video recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love!